Hello and welcome to the DGBA YouTube channel. My name is AssessTheThreat. I also go by ATT or Assess for short. And today I'm happy to announce the Season 9 of the DGBA, which is the Discord Global Battle Association that my friend is the commissioner of. And so let me just tell you a little bit about the league before we really get into some of the cool stuff, because I really like this league. I guess I'm like the spokesperson for it now. But we're in season 9, which means we've been doing this for a long time. There's been a lot of growth here, and we now have 3 divisions, unlike previously when we only had 2. We have 3 divisions, so that's they're called the Speed Boost, Poison Point, and Swarm, which is basically the coaches will be tiered based on their skill level. The tier 1 or Speed Boost, which is Division 1, that's for the most skilled players, and obviously that means Swarm is for the players that are the most newest, probably to the game. They don't have much experience, not as good yet, but people of all skill levels are welcome to apply. So this what this is, announcement for season 9 applications. A link to the Google Doc for the application will be in the description below. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. Fill out your application if you want to be part of this community here. It's a Pokemon Showdown league. That means you don't need to have a 3DS. You don't need it's an Ultra Sun and Moon, and you don't need to have the 3DS to play. You don't need to have you don't need to record your videos. You don't need to upload anything. It's just for fun. A lot of our coaches do, though. A lot of our coaches do upload their stuff. I personally stream a lot of DGBA related content. I don't stream my games, obviously, because I would get sniped and I would probably lose all of them. But I do stream reaction videos to a lot of games. Not videos, but I stream stuff. And that's just really fun. We get people coming in. And we discuss what happened in each game, who could have made what plays better, who could have done something a little bit better, worse, who had some nice prep and stuff. It's just a really nice community that I definitely think everybody should be a part of. So let's get into some of the actual nitty gritty details about the league. So season 9, we're gonna have a point system for the draft, and what that means is a lot of leagues that you see, a lot of Pokemon draft leagues, you see have a tier-based system where there's a few, there's like tier A, B, C, D, E, maybe, and or tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you pick Pokemon from particular tiers. But what we have instead is it's kind of similar. It's a point system where some Pokemon are worth a certain number of points. So like the best of the best Pokemon will be maybe like it's 16, 17 points, and you have a total of 120 of them that you can use to that you have to build your team. I think you need to draft a minimum of 9. I could be mistaken though, but I think it's between 9 to 12 Pokemon that you need to pick, or that you can pick. And one of the coolest things about the DGBA that I like personally is that a lot of the Pokemon that are commonly banned in draft format, like some of the Ubers, if you follow like Smogon, tier lists and stuff like that, most of the Ubers are usually banned in draft leagues because just for the same reason that they're banned in Smogon, right? Because they're just so much more powerful than the rest of the Pokemon, basically. But DGBA allows some of these to be unbanned. There's a council. We all voted on them. We all said, okay, I think this could be okay. So yeah, that's something I think is really interesting. It really sets his league apart from others, and it makes it a lot more fun. So let me get into that right now. This is a list of all the Pokemon that are unbanned completely. They're just you treat them like any other. There's Aegislash, which is usually banned because King Shield is kind of annoying to deal with, and it's just hard to prep for. Landers, because Sheer Force is so strong. Floet, Eternal, which is basically unreleased, but we allow it in our league, so that's fun. And Deoxys Defense, and then here we have some Pokemon that have they are unbanned, but they do have some restrictions on them, because if we ban them outright, they would just be too strong. So we have things like Darkrai, Naganadel, or Deoxys Speed, which you can bring them, you can use them, but you're not allowed to run Nasty Plot. You're not allowed to run a Z moveset. Magearna is so good. You can't have an item on it of any kind. You can't have Shift Gear. Genesect, you can only use a drive, and you're not allowed to use any speed boosting items. So here we have Tapu Lele, you can't have a Z move on it. Solgaleo, you can have no items, and you're not allowed to use recovery moves like Moonlight or Recover, but you can use moves like Rest if you want to. You have Protein Greninja, except you're not allowed to run U-Turn or Gunk Shot. Speed Boost Blaziken, which is really commonly banned everywhere because Speed Boost is, such a powerful ability. But in this case, you're not allowed to have Swords Dance with it, so you can't run, an SD set and straight up sweep people. You can't have a boosting item, and that includes things like a Band or a Scarf or Specs for some reason if you want to do that. No Life Orb, no Assault Vest, no maybe like the plates or anything. You're not allowed to have those, but you can have something like a Focus Sash or maybe like a Rocky Helmet or something like that if you want to go in that route. And obviously no Sword Dance. Shaman Sky, no Seed Flare, no Air Slash, because the Serene Grace chance with it is pretty ridiculous. And Ho-Oh, no Recovery, no Z-moves. Pretty standard. That's basically it. Whoops. That's basically all I have to say here. Oh, I also forgot to mention that Kyurem White has been unbanned. It's a new ban. It's a new unban. Excuse me. Because last season it was banned, and this time the restrictions on it is that it's no items or recovery of any kind. So no items of any kind, no recovery of any kind. Those are the restrictions. Kyurem White. But yeah, just had to put that back in there for a second. Apps are open until June 30th, to make sure you apply today as soon as you see this video. Like I said, links to the application, the form will be in the description. Link to the DGBA Discord server will also be in the description. Make sure you check it out. Like I said, it's an amazing community. There's a whole bunch of really active people. We're all really nice, and it's really fun. It's a 10-week season that we're going to start probably in the middle of July, maybe around like the 15th or whatever. It's 10 weeks. Each week you play a game, and a week consists, Monday to Sunday, like, standard standard week. But yeah, I hope you guys are interested. Go ahead and check it out, and hopefully we'll see you there in the server.